Yo, being a pirate is alright with me. Either way, hello. Welcome back to Java for the absolute beginners. And today it is part 4. And in the previous tutorials, we learned print statements, variables, and user input using the scanner. Today, we're going to move on to one of the most important programming concepts beginners will ever learn, and is if statements. The if statements allow a program to make decisions. Like up until now, we have been pretty much following an exact same path every single time you run, but now it's time to introduce logic, which means programs can finally react differently depending on the information or conditions. And honestly, it is probably one of the biggest milestones you can actually reach, because this is actually where your programs start to feel intelligent and interactive instead of just displaying fixed text to the screen. So hopefully by the end of this video, including the actual code itself, I hope you will understand what if statements are, how the conditions work, how Java checks true and false, and how programs make decisions using logic. Don't worry if you don't know as usual and looks very weird at first. It becomes much easier after repetition, okay? And doing and seeing lots of examples. So, yeah. Okay. What exactly is an if statement? An if statement is An if statement allows a Java program to check whether something is true or not. And if the condition is true, Java will run the code inside a set of brackets. And if the condition is false, Java will skip it. Might sound simple, but the idea appears pretty much everywhere. Games use them, websites, apps, as usual. Most stuff like that use them. Examples: checking your password if your password is correct, checking if a player has enough points, or checking if you're old enough to access something. All that relies on logic and conditions, and the if statement is the very first one you need to learn, and the very first one you will try to get round your head. It's a simple one, and you'll be okay. There is also else if and else statements. We will be doing the else and else if in another one. You can also use nested ifs and all that stuff as well, but that just comes with time. But for now, we're only focused on the if statements. The next video, part 5, will be the else if statements and else. So, why are they actually important? If statements are extremely important because they allow programs to react differently in different situations. Without decision making, programs would generally feel very repetitive and limited because every user would always receive the exact same outcome. Imagine a game where enemies never react, scores never change, and your choices don't matter. Sounds pretty boring, doesn't it? So, decision making is what makes software feel interactive and responsive, and this is why the if statements is a good one to learn and is considered a foundation. Like it shows here, programs do react differently according to what you wanted to write, and adds a logical path to your code, and it makes it interactive, which is the most important thing to me. So basically, here is the simple if statement. First things first, we write the word if, and inside these brackets is our condition. So in the next example will be, I think it's if age print xyz. If age is greater than or equal to 18, close bracket, open here, and what's the word? Use this code. No, hold on. Words. Okay, I'm just going to say just roll if that condition in there is true. Run the code in here. I had another word for it and I totally forgot it. And close that and the rest of your program. It may seem a little intimidating or a bit scary at the start, but don't worry about it. It is fairly straightforward, and the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. Hence why I actually do the code after the presentation things and then add tasks to help you. Okay, and here is a simple age example, like I just said there now. Okay, so we have a if statement. If your age is greater than or equal to 18, system.out.println adult. And if it's not greater than 18, it will just skip that code. And considering there's no code here, it would end. Very simple, straightforward. There is more logic there. You do more, but you start simple and work your way up. So basically, if you want to use it with a scanner, you will, and this is where the scanner and if statements combined together actually become very popular, very powerful. Like, first things first, you will enter information using scanners. Then Java checks that information using an if statement, and that means the program itself can fully interact and react differently depending on what you enter into the app. And okay, as you see here, just assume we have a scanner class above the enter your age, and if you don't enter 18, it'll print adult. If you don't, it won't do anything else. It'll just move on. This scanner and the if statements are very powerful together. However, they're not as powerful as when you combine them with else ifs and else's. Okay, because we're focusing on the if statements first, it might not look that powerful, but it is, and you might actually be like, oh, nice. Like, at this point, you're no longer just printing text, you're starting to actually build software, interactive software and interactive applications. And this is where programming became a lot more exciting to me and a lot less boring, that I wasn't falling asleep during class because I actually seen something happening. However, it didn't last very long because I wanted more to happen, but that's just because the nature of college. You slowly learn stuff over years, and the if statements were like 1 week worth, and it was just boring. After a while, you got bored of it, but I digress. That's not important. You can skip forward, you can do whatever you want, but that's all I'm going to say is this is where the programs start to become very exciting and become more responsive to you, and that's what we actually want in code. Okay, here is the comparison operators, and this is generally just for the numbers. Strings is different. So comparison operators are uses symbols like the double equal sign is equal to, not equal, asterisk sign and equals means it's not equal to, like not equal, greater than, this is greater than that, and this is less than that. These operators are extremely important because they are actually needed for most of your if statements and constantly inside conditions and logical checks, so get used to them. Equal, not equal, greater than, less than, or you could do equal, greater than, equal to. But we're just starting with the basics, okay? Sorry for yawning, I'm really tired. One very common mistake is accidentally using one equal sign instead of two. When you do that, you will be assigning a value, and the double equals is comparing the values. So it might catch you. It definitely caught me multiple times, and also I still get confused with greater than and less than, but that's just personal. Here is a example of a string if statement comparison, or whatever you want to call it, and it's more fun. Okay, so assuming you enter whatever you want above, or blah blah blah, a game of your scanner and you write Minecraft. If game dot equals, we use dot equals because when you use dot equals, that is comparing the strings. Not, it's easy enough. Open brackets, blah blah blah. Minecraft, close bracket, system.out.print. Excellent choice. Now, when you're comparing strings, you have to use dot equals. If you use equals, it will throw an error. There is loads more of these, but we're, again, like I said, we're just sticking to the basics, okay? And I would genuinely recommend making yourself some fun examples because it'll make the programming feel less intimidating and more enjoyable. And one of the best ways to improve that coding is experimenting with your own ideas and personalizing programs. I just had Minecraft in there because I've been playing Minecraft a lot more recently. Yeah. And programming genuinely becomes much more memorable when you can actually connect the examples to your own interests. So I just do like the default ones. Other people would do very specific ones, but if you're learning yourself, I would strongly suggest making your own if you could, like examples like if fuel light is low, if fuel light dot equals low, you need to put more fuel in your car. That's kind of thing. But I'm just generally sticking to a very common theme ones. So yeah. Again, as usual, my presentations, I always try my best to show common beginner mistakes. Not actually make them. I make them quite a lot still, as you see in some of my coding examples. Every beginner will make a mistake, and it's normal. Don't panic about it, as usual. The most common ones when you're dealing with if statements is forgetting brackets. I'll tell you how funny that was, because I went back. This is my second time recording this because for some reason my OBS wasn't recording my second screen, which is where my presentation's at. I had if game dot equals Minecraft system.out.println excellent choice. I forgot my curly brackets. It happens. Missing semicolons, as usual, spelling things incorrectly, and using one equal sign instead of two. That's more common than you think. Okay. And incorrect capitalization of letters. As you, like I said, Java is extremely strict about syntax. One tiny mistake can stop your program from running. It's going to be frustrating. Fuck yeah, it's going to be frustrating. But honestly, debugging is a normal part of programming. Get used to it. If you don't like it, I have some bad news for you. You're not going to enjoy programming. Even experienced developers still spend lots of time fixing mistakes and solving problems. I said this. I changed it because I was like, oh yeah, I'll change it because, well, I probably shouldn't have. I probably just been, oh yeah, here's a mistake I made while making this presentation. And why does if statements matter? Because they're one of the most important foundations, if not the most important foundation. They're used everywhere: games, websites, mobile apps, banking software, login systems, AI systems, security systems, loads and loads of systems, even probably your ECU system in your vehicle. Even advanced software still relies heavily on simple decision-making concepts. Learning if statements will also help improve logical thinking and problem solving, which are useful skills beyond programming. So, as usual, thank you for watching, and hopefully you learned what an if statement was, maybe how Java checks conditions, comparison operators, and how programs make decisions. I am not sure if you learned that. I'm not sure if these videos are good enough or not, but they would help me learn, so I'm going by that. And give yourself a pat on the back for making it this far, especially after you do the next ones, because you're doing really well. Nope, bug. And again, as usual, remember, you're not going to become perfect at Java or confident straight away. It's learn step by step. It's small bits at a time. But the important thing is just keep trying. One small keep practicing, experimenting, make mistakes, slowly become comfortable writing and even reading code over time. And yeah, I will now pop onto the actual software side and we will see. I will show you examples. Yo, welcome to the actual code part of the Java. And if you want to actually have a little small cheat sheet, head on over to my developer page, like java.develop/notes, and here you can go in here. I just realized there's heroes off the list and I should not be doing that. It is not right. I need to fix that code. But if you click here, you actually got pretty much a very nice cheat sheet. A lot of these are not going to be relevant right now, but actually a lot of them will be. Like the operators will be, the variables will be, the basic stuff will be, and if else, up until the if, and then the else, and then we're going to stick it. Switches is next, loops, for loops, while loops, for each loops, all this is to come next. But yeah, here is actually a really nice small page that I developed myself. Well, yeah, I did. Just the only thing I didn't do was add the coffee cup. That was already added. Some reason why. I can just put an emoji on my phone random. But I need to get rid of it. It's horrible looking. So, if you want to get a very quick understanding of some of the stuff we have been doing up until this date, as you see, we're on episode 4. Basically, the structures, variables, operators, FLs. But this is actually a really good place to go to. It's my personal site. When I was learning Java, I wish I had access to this kind of things. Like I had access to it, but I had to actually Google a lot. No one just had like a nice layout, markdown format, or whatever like I did here. So hopefully it helps you in any way. If it does help you, happy days. Just get onto the site and do the work. I do have more here, like a Linux CLI and all that stuff, but that's for Linux. But you go on to the lisp.dev /notes, which is up here, or you just go lisp.dev notes and Java cheat sheet. Click here, and you have access to all this stuff here. It will be very helpful for your Java learning. So I'm actually going to use this while coding. I actually do use it. Sorry. So in a way, let's go on to what we're doing as the programming side of this video. Yep, I don't know why it keeps asking me that. I keep saying yep. So this was the scanner class last video we did. So we're going to have to go up folder, and we're going to create a folder. UTORL4F. Okay. We'll go in here. You don't have to have it organized, I guess. I just like having things organized. So, file, new, Java. What we need to do is, because we're going to actually use a scanner, we're going to have to import a scanner. Import java.util.scanner. Boink. Okay, no, sorry. Doink. Okay, and now we're on to the public class. My mic is in the way and it's really annoying. Public class. We'll just call it beginner check. Beginner. No. Yeah, beginner. Begin if I horrible spelling, so just. Okay, and now we need to do our standard public static void, public static void main ring. I can't see past my microphone. I need to fix that. Like, there's something not right here. Hold on, sorry. Can I put the microphone? I'm going to pause this a second because hopefully this is okay. String, because I can't. There's something weird about my microphone setup right now. My seat's not right. Nothing is right. Nothing is going right. Everything is wrong. Okay. I probably should maybe move the arm tip off. Either way. Yeah, because I can't see my keyboard now. Anyway, let's try OGS. Now what we need to do is actually get our scanner inputs. So scanner, SCANER, key n equals new, so ner system.n. Okay, close that. Just let me see if this is compiling. Okay, it's compiling. We're good. Right there. Sorry if my audio is all messed up again. I am getting fed up moving this mic around. Something is wrong with my setup and I don't like it. Something's not right. Anyway, now we need to move on to the actual code. Like, this is the standard information here. What we want to do is obviously ask for a number. System.out.println. Okay. We'll just do, what age are you? Okay. Question. And age is equal to key n dot next int. Okay, we're just going to do a very simple copy and pasting two things here. We're going to do the if statement. No, we're not going to copy and paste. If age is greater than 18. Okay. Close this. Open our squigglies. Close our squigglies. System.out.println. You are a adult. Close this. That. In theory, this should have no issues compiling right now. Yeah, and what age are you? 15. It's doing nothing because it doesn't know what to do. That's when else if will come in. But we're just going to work on ifs now. Age you, I am 31. You are an adult. You are an adult. An adult. Okay. Considering we now have, this is our base statement, okay? So what we want to do now is maybe do, let's do comments. If adult over 18 person and is a adult. Fucking hell, I cannot see my keyboard because the mic's in the way. Under age check. Okay, so now do if you, age is less than 18. System.out.println. Sorry, you are too young to enter. Okay. No, just go please enter. Okay. Okay, save that. Now compile it and we will run. No issues. No, we're not debugging. See, start. Where's debugging? What age are you? 15. Sorry, you're too young to enter. Run it again. 31. Okay. Age confirmed. I was but I'm just saying welcome. Yeah, welcome. Because just to get a little bit. Now, what we want to do is the equals to. So if age is equal to 18. Now, normally when you're asked age and equal to 18, chances are you look young. So let's just ask for ID system dot out dot println. Please show your ID. Obviously, that's the only logic this actually has. This app has is those things. We're just comparing numbers at the minute. So we compile that. We have no errors. Nice. What age? We'll just put 18. We know the rest works. There's no point in using it. Please show your ID. And you could actually add another. Yeah, I will do. This is a nested if. You could add another if statement in here. Okay. And age. We'll just do checked. Oh, we even bother doing this? Yeah, we will. And checked ID equals key in dot next and okay. Now we're going to do another if statement. If check, there's more you can do in this. Checked ID is equal to 18. Okay, open close. System dot out dot println. Thank you for confirming. You may. I know I spelled it wrong. You may enter. Environment. Okay, so now. Whoa, we're next to a semicolon, do we? No, we do not. Oh, you know, that's for equals. It's just for my own method. Okay, so now we will run this. And what age are you? I am 18. Please show your ID. Shit. I should have used the Boolean. Okay, let's just assume your man has 18. Thank you for confirming. You may enter. Do we have a Boolean comparison here? No, we actually don't. Okay, either way, I'm not actually. There it is there. But I'm not actually going to go on ahead. It was just to show you that you can put another check in. Checked ID. See, you normally do yes or no. Can. Yeah, we will do it with a character. I think you can do a character, can't you? Okay, let's just do it with a character instead then, because we also do need to compare characters. So let's just rub this out because it's pretty much useless now. Because I actually didn't think about that. So we're going to use a char instead. Char the key and next input next line, isn't it? If I recall correctly, is that right? I will resort to my sheet. Okay, I actually need to add that onto it. Scanner classes, yeah, I need to add that in. Okay, I thought I had that in, but I don't. Okay, next line, I believe it's next line. Dot char at, if I recall correctly. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's it. But we'll no. Okay, man. Key and dot next line. Oh, it's inside the if statement. That's why I can't find it. Okay, that's fine. That is my mistake. That should work now, shouldn't it? Wait, where am I going wrong here? Char checked ID. Okay, equals key in docs. Char checked ID. Input, which I haven't got. I have got key in. Dot next line. NEX. Ha ha ha. Huh. Next line, char at. Oh, yeah. I forgot something else here. Okay. There we go. Now we'll do the if checked ID equals single one, yes, yes, or okay, yes. Now we close this and that and system dot out dot print ln. Thank you. You may enter. Okay, right. Oh yeah. Now we shall run this. Oh, where the fuck is? Oh, see, mistakes happen. Get used to it. This is a really long one. Okay, so now we are going to run it. What age are you? I'm 18. And we have an error here, out of bounds. Okay, exception and main thread have length out of bounds. I think I have had this before and I need to clear it. Let's run it again a second here. Run. 18. No, okay. Checked ID is out of bounds. Do I need to clear a scanner or something? I will be right back. This is, see, I'm telling you, mistakes happen. Okay, I think I have actually fixed it. As I made a mistake in my scanner class, I forgot to clear the leftover new line. So, in theory, run. What age are you? I am 18. Please show your ID. Yes. Because I entered a small y, it isn't actually picking this up. I did this on purpose. So when you're dealing with characters, you also need to use or. Checked ID equals did y. Now that will work for what we did. I see coding can get more. The more you get into, the more advanced it gets. Now, what age are you? We are doing 18. Please show your ID, lowercase y. Thank you. You may enter. And we should basically do the same thing. For if you don't get checked, ID is equal to n that or checked ID is equal to n that close this that system dot out dot println enter denied, please return with ID. Okay, and that will cover that, and that'll do that. Now we save this. We will run it. I'm 18. Did I show ID? No. Enter deny, please return with ID. Simple. Now what we want to do is just how do you auto-line code in UML class, show generate documentation, well now is it here, is it? There we go. Ready now, and it's all connected as you see here. But yeah, that is whatchamacallit, bloody hell, what do you call it? That is the characters and numbers. Now that is ugly. Can I actually get rid of that now, because it's really annoying me? It is really annoying me to look of. It's really annoying me. Yeah, okay, so it's remove CSD, generate CSD. Okay, as you see now, it's all pretty and organized. So what we want to do now is we want to take in a string. So we're just going to do what is your favorite game? Okay. Oh crap. I was typing on the lower screen. System.out.println. What is your favorite game? I don't know how to spell favorite, so hence why I do code. Okay. So now we want string game is equal to key in the next line so we'll just use the exact same example as the presentation, because this video is going a lot longer because I got very distracted. So what we need to do now is actually if game dot equals, okay, don't forget that, open brackets, this Minecraft, close brackets, open these two, system.out.println ln, just very good choice, Steve. So now this is the obviously, yeah, I want to make it prettier, but it's all stay. We shall run this. Oh, we have an error. Right, where's the error at? Oh, yeah, okay. So we needed 2, did we? Yes, we needed 2. If I recall correctly. No, right, what am I doing wrong here? F game dot equals yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3, and we only close 1. Yeah, okay. Save. It should work now. See? Mistakes happen. What did you we'll just do 31. What is your favorite game? Why is it not letting me run that? It didn't even give me the option to get that sorted. What the hell? String game equals key in dot next line. Open close brackets. Then why is it not working? Is this dumb? Is this dumb? Let's just test that now. Because I never had to do this. It must be a new Java thing. Run. 31. Yeah, it is. Fucking hell. I never had to use that ever. Minecraft, very good choice, Steve. I actually never had to use that. See, I'm even learning. Well, at the end of this now, what you want to do obviously is key in dot close. And that is very strange long way of going about this. That is actually fixing doing the if statements. I know it was a lot longer, and I will actually try to cut it down because some bits is irrelevant here. See, the more you actually do code, the more you get used to it. As you see in here, in this video we have compared numbers. We have also compared characters, and we have compared strings using if statements. The only other thing I can actually think of is actually a double, but the double uses the same system as the int, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Fix the code, and we will save it, and hopefully this video wasn't too boring or too long. I will talk to you another day. Take care.